Our office is about to get flooded with calls asking where their refunds are. The delay in refunds. Hey guys, this is Rod Polston here. I'm a tax lawyer in Oklahoma. I've been practicing tax law for over 20 years now. What we're going to talk about today is a huge problem, and that's the delay in refunds. A year ago at this time, the IRS was incredibly affected by COVID. Their staff has been reduced by 40%. Our population in the United States has not been reduced, and there definitely hasn't been fewer taxpayers over the last 10 years. We were already operating at a deficit as far as staff was concerned prior to COVID hitting. There were over 6 million, and I even heard rumors that it may be as high as 8.5 million returns that haven't been processed. It is anywhere from 6 to 8 times worse right now in dealing with the IRS than it was prior to COVID. Now, how does that translate to you individually? Well, number one, our office is about to get flooded with calls asking where their refunds are. After I describe the problem, I'm going to tell you what our advice is on getting those refunds back as quick as you possibly can. So, knowing that we have an IRS that's not functioning at full speed, nowhere near what they were even prior to COVID, even with the deficit of losing 40% of their staff over the last 10 years. They came out and said themselves, and it's been in the media, that they are only answering 11% of their phone calls right now. 11%. That means 89% of their phone calls aren't being answered. And I've even seen things that now, since they came out with that, it's gotten even worse because the call volume has gone up, and now they're down to answering 7% of their phone calls. We know what the problem is. They are overrun and they're understaffed. And just like every government entity, they are run incredibly inefficiently. So what does that mean to you? That means that you're going to have a difficult time getting your refund. A lot of people are going to have difficult times getting their refunds this year. They had incredibly difficult times last year, and you would make the assumption that they had probably implemented corrective measures from last year to this year, just like a normal entity would. However, we're not dealing with a normal entity, and we're not dealing with a normal environment. I've seen nothing whatsoever to make me think that this year is going to be different from last year. In fact, I think it's going to be worse. We had anywhere between 6 and 8 million returns that are backlogged this year. Last year, it was significantly lower than that, even though it was higher than normal. So let's go over what can we do to attempt to get our refunds as quickly as possible. Number one, file as early as you possibly can. If you are one of the first ones to file, you're going to be the first ones to get processed, and you're going to be one of the first ones to get your refunds. The longer you wait, the more returns stack up. From everybody filing. So if you file early in the season, and then the chances of you getting a refund before everybody else is much better. The later you wait to file, the longer it's going to take you to get your refund, just for obvious reasons. More returns are being pushed in, especially the closer you get to the April 15th tax deadline. More returns are going to be filed. They're going to pile up. So number one, let's file early. Okay. Number two, file electronically. It goes back to the same thing. You're going to file electronically. You're going to file early. It's going to automatically go into their system. It's going to have an opportunity to be processed quicker, and you're going to have an opportunity to get your refund quicker, obviously being one of the first ones to file. So file early, file electronically, and make sure you select the option to have your refund direct deposited into your bank account. That also cuts down on the time. Obviously, it can automatically be deposited into your account. You're not having to wait on the IRS mailing system, which is, incredibly slow right now. And so, when you might get a direct deposit on the 15th of the month, if they're going to mail you a check, it quite honestly could be another month or maybe even longer, just because of their mail cycles are also backed up and are incredibly slow right now. Now, one thing I do want to talk about for people that are filing for and that claim an earned income tax credit. So what an earned income tax credit is typically for lower income individuals that have dependents. The IRS has already come out and said that there is going to be a automatic delay for those. If you're filing with an earned income tax credit, you definitely need to be looking at filing as early as you possibly can, making sure that you're filing electronically and making sure that you're selecting the option in a direct deposit into your account. And do that also. Most all states allow you to make that same election. And if that's one of your states, then make sure you do that for the federal and the state return. And most of the time, it's just a box that you check in whatever software program that you're using. If you're using a tax preparer, just inform them, instruct them that that's what you want. If you're not, if you're doing your taxes yourself, there's an option on TurboTax, all of the other preparation options that you have on there. Make sure you select that, and your opportunity to get a tax refund in a quick manner will definitely, be increased compared to everybody else that's filing later, filing paper returns and selecting, a paper check refund. All three of those things are going to make that process, significantly longer, and make the odds of you, taking you that much longer to get your refund. We're just going to talk about refunds today. There's a number of different topics as far as IRS is concerned that we're experiencing a number of these types of situations. We're experiencing it with audit. We're experiencing it with the collection division of the IRS. We handle a number of cases where people that owe back taxes, and definitely in processing the returns, business returns, and on the individual returns. It's an issue that we're encountering with all of our clients. And we're literally, over the last 2 years since COVID hit, we are having developed new pathways for our office and for our clients to get things done in a much more efficient manner like they were prior to COVID hitting. And so we're working hard, and we created a lot of inroads in being able to do that. And unfortunately, we're having to. It would be great if we had a fully staffed IRS that could handle the workload that they have, and hopefully we'll see our government start moving in a direction where that can be a possibility again. But until we get there, I thought it would be short-lived. We all did here at our office. We thought when COVID hit, it was going to be short-lived, like we all did, and that the IRS would be back up and functioning in a consistent manner in a short period of time. When COVID originally hit and we went into lockdown March 17th, they pushed back the filing date for returns to July 15th of 2020. They also suspended collections for that time. So our assumption was, okay, we just, once we get to July 15th, 2020, everything's going to go back to normal. Well, we're all sitting here, and there's so many things that have not gone back to normal, and the IRS is definitely one of those. So we look forward to, we'll continue to post videos to try to help you guys in every single way that we possibly can. And if you like what you heard and you want to continue to get our tax updates, make sure you just like us and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. And, we look forward to passing on as much helpful information as we can. We're in the heat of tax season right now. And as we gain more information, we're definitely going to be passing on to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time.